What's up, guys? Today is Tuesday, a new week, and as you guys can see, today we took a trade and it resulted as a loss. So let's break this down. Let's start on the higher time frames. On the 1 hourly, we can see the price is overall bearish, and that during London session it tapped into this point of interest right here with the resistance area and the psychological level, and it dropped pretty drastically until around the New York opening session. Sorry, I'm on my hotspot, therefore sometimes TradingView does this when you are on your hotspot. So as I was saying, at New York session opening, price just swept these lows, taking out the liquidity. And then on the 5-minute, as you guys can see, price gave us a cool market structure shift or change of character. You can call it both ways. It's basically the same thing. But a good market structure shift also leaves you a fair value gap, which it did right here. And once price was here and created this fair value gap, I just placed my limit buy here, placing my stop loss below basically these lows right here that would have invalidated the trade idea, and then my take profit to the London highs. But there was an error in this trade that I did not consider. I really cannot explain why. I think I just overlooked it, and I was not paying attention really. And honestly, during this weekend, I kind of underworked. I could have done more. And yeah, I was not as focused as I should have. And I didn't realize that all of this did not had any type of basically support from a psychological level, which was basically all the way down here. Even though we can argue that there was a sort of support area right here, it was just not a good trade idea, especially because my rule is to follow the higher time frame trend, and that's just not what I did. This is also, I think, caused to the new changes that I put on my strategy. But yeah, actually there are no excuses. I was unfocused and I breached my rules by not following all the confluences that I had to follow, and I missed one, which was pretty important, basically following the overall trend and having the support of a higher time frame point of interest. And this penalized me with a loss. Other than that, I was pretty happy, we can say, with my execution, but that was not it. I still have sometimes these days where I don't realize in the moment that I take the trade that something is missing. And I repeat, maybe this is because of the new changes that I'm placing on my strategy, but I need to be better, and this is fine. I lost, I made a mistake, but from this mistake I'm only going to get better and trying to not doing this mistake ever again, and just to follow my rules and always check to have been following all my checklist of confluences before entering a trade. So yeah, this was my first trade after 30 plus days, and it resulted as a loss of 1% from the account. By everything we can say is fine, because even though I did felt a little bit angry, I was able to just close the charts, not going to stay there and trying to revenge trade, look for another entry, and just trying to make what I lost. But I was able to step back and came back later, as you guys can see, and realized where was my mistake, if eventually there is a mistake or not. And in this case, there was. So yeah, we live and we learn, we made mistakes, and we can also get better from it. So this is just a positive thing that just happened. Now I know where I have to work on and where to get better and where to be more careful the next time. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.